Good morning, everybody.
Morning, morning.
Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Well, guys, it rained so much this morning.
Oh, yeah, it did.
And now everything's all wet outside. Not huge puddles anymore, but it's definitely wet. And look at the clouds in the sky today. It's very overcasty, not so hard on my eyes. I could deal with it. Clouds are booking it.
That's all the mist and fog and moisture in the air.
He said moist.
Well,
Anyhow, friends, we are down here to the garden, the not so secret garden, as you guys can see. All that rain definitely helped out my my magic rabbit gold. It's fermenting a little bit more. It's making that special tea that you guys suggested I put on the plants.
Ooh.
What?
We still got peppers.
Yeah, we do. We still got a few. I left them there doing their thing.
Those are pretty much ready, almost.
Yeah. And I left this one alone because it still has a couple little flowers and buds on there. And I don't know. I was like...
It's still technically summer. I mean, it's not fall yet.
Yeah, technically.
So.
I left some of the herbs alone too. But we got rid of... I was out here just the other day weed whacking and got rid of almost everything. My tomatoes look like they've about had it too. But I've got some pretty green ones right here that I want to leave alone. There's a couple more over here on the vine. Back there, hiding.
It's quite a bit popping still.
Yeah. So that's why I left these guys alone. I was like, you know what? And even this one, it's fallen over, but it's got a couple of those little green ones on there too.
Here, look. That one that you tried to save, it didn't do too hot, but it's still trying to come back.
That's not the one I tried to save. This big one with the fruit on it is the one I saved.
Both of them. That was the one I was like,
Hey, one of them's fruiting, so hey, it was worthwhile. It was worthwhile.
And then those are from seed. And they're finally starting to come up.
Yeah, the 3 Mississippi tomatoes, man. Thank you, Sid and Mike. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. The peppers, that's from them. Those tomatoes, that's from them. And I got rid of everything else outside of the garden. I don't know if you guys saw that video or not, but I did. I've been really considering doing a fall garden because they are a thing out here. A lot of people do fall gardens. I'm afraid I missed my chance.
I think that we should still. We have the watering system. All it is planning.
I'm just worried that since it's, a little bit late, that by the time that they're actually ready, that we're going to start getting the frost and then they're going to freeze and die. And that's my biggest worry. But we can always, I guess, make like those little mini greenhouses for the plants with the plastic and like the hoops, you know what I'm saying? I've seen people do that to save them during the winter. I don't know.
We can figure out certain things. There's certain things that we can go about. And we've got a lot to do this coming up.
I know, as we stare at the house, right? And we're sitting here looking at all that block over there and just thinking of everything that we got to do. You getting PTSD again, baby?
More than people understand or know. Like the 8-inch block, I'm perfectly fine with.
Yeah.
I will deal with those all day long. You throw those freaking 12-inch blocks into it.
They create a little bit of havoc. They can.
Yeah. No, they're a bit heavy.
Well, speaking of bit heavy, my hands are full. I've got some things out here, and Gary's just flailing around here.
Yep, I'm just flailing, talking.
No, you're good, baby. You're
seeing
good.
How long she's going to hold and be like this.
With a camera in one hand and some rocks in the other, right?
Yeah. Hey.
I actually brought these stones outside. I've been doing some crafting since I was cooped up inside the house, sick for the last bit. And I have some other crafts that the kids made when they were at my mom's house not too long ago. And I've been waiting to put them out here in the garden because one, I needed to get some of this stuff so that way like the paint doesn't just go away. And another thing, I just been busy doing other stuff, so it just didn't happen. Now I got a sad, misfortunate turn of events, Gary. Look to your left behind you. I know, you think you see what I see?
Yeah.
Yes. All the pieces are there. Maybe we can still like glue it back together. But I did that on accident. I dropped the thing on it.
Well,
So I did that. That was my bad. There you go.
we just did a big old puzzle.
Yeah, we did just finish that puzzle, yeah. We're still missing one little piece.
Okay, so that will fit right there.
It's gotta be over here somewhere. Oh, yep. There she is.
I don't
We
know
got
where,
glue, right?
I don't know where my super glue is. I tried finding it for my cut the other day.
The Gorilla Glue. There might be some in my junk drawer. I'll hold off on spraying that one and see if we can glue it back together. Because that's one of the stones. So check it out. These are the stones the kids made over at my mom's. This one Abraham made, and I feel so bad because I dropped something on it. He didn't mind though. He said, "It's okay, Mama." And these ones are Scarlett and Julia. And then I did those ones. Just little rocks for the garden. But what you doing?
Some tomato drop down. Oh, there's like a tomato worm or something.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Here, you want to hold this guy for me? I'm going to get to spraying.
I'm going to break this open and see if I see anything.
No. It might have been those, the Japanese beetles that are over infesting Roxanne's garden. They were over here infesting mine too, so I don't know what their kind of traces that they leave behind, you know? Here you go. Hold that. Gary Vision.
All right, let's see.
This is supposed to be the acrylic sealer. We used acrylic paint on it, and this is the matte finish, so it shouldn't be all shiny. It should be matte, so.
Well, let's see what your magic is.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, it's hard for me to...
Whew.
I know. You're right in the way.
I'm going to step back. I hope it didn't get on the lens.
I hope it didn't get on the lens, too.
I hope I wasn't that close.
I guess we gonna find out. It's all right.
At least it's clear, right?
I have clear nail polish remover. If that does happen, I can
try.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to flip these guys over too after they fully dry. And woo! That's like huffing some stuff. That's a little strong. Whew, I'm outside and open air too.
Partly why I stepped back. I was all, oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, this stuff is strong, guys.
Yeah, I was like standing directly in the.
Ooh, I almost spilled the tea.
Oh.
So I think that people might find it funny. I don't know if they can tell what I painted on the rocks. I like the yellow one. I still want to do... Have people take a guess what the yellow one is. What do you think that is?
Don't step on the moonats. The moonats?
I think they're cool.
I think they're cool too. They were just, you know, little ditzy fairyland action going on. So these ones right here, I'm just gonna wait, Gary. I'm gonna wait and see if we can glue it first before I spray it. Because I don't want the glue or the spray.
We'll want to clean that guy too.
Yeah, we're gonna want to wash it up a little bit.
You don't want to cake in all that dirt.
True story.
It'll never go away.
So I'm gonna let these guys sit now for a little while, and then I'll come out maybe in an hour or so and flip them and do the other side. And then flip them back and then do one more coating on it. Yeah. And then they should be good to go. We're not really planning on, I mean, today rain is on the agenda. It came this morning. And we could very well possibly get some more. The clouds do look pretty dark and they are booking. But, I mean...
Yeah, I'm looking around and I'm saying it might.
It might.
It might. I can't say that it's not going to.
I mean, it's Arkansas. You never know. If you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes.
Seriously.
That's usually how it goes. We've had all the seasons in a day before. We've had you know, like the spring, which would be the rainy time, also kind of fallish too. But then we've had the super hot, and then it snowed.
No.
I guess it would probably be the other way around though, where it snowed first and then it rained and then it got hot. That's kind of the way it went. But we've had it. It's happened.
It's happened.
It's happened.
It's done it before.
Yeah. Well, cool. I got that little thing done. That's nice. And I got to figure out.
Can you toss those into the rabbit or into the chicken coop from here?
Can I? No, it's netted.
Oh, it'll fall through.
No.
I just threw it over there and I got it in there.
Well, I'm not as cool as you.
Can you get those on over in there?
I've never been as cool as you. I will never be as cool as you.
Don't say that you can't do something.
I'm not.
Don't say that you can't do something.
I'm not cool like you, Gary.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, right.
Try to toss it as.
See?
It went in. You made it in there. See?
I guess all I needed was a little boost of confidence.
Don't doubt yourself.
I'm just not the cat, all right?
It's all right.
Ooh!
There it goes. That was like a swish.
I heard it.
There you go.
All right, cool.
See, that's how you can get garden food straight over to the chickens.
Hey, you know what? Actually, speaking of the chickens and kind of something else, squirrel. So, you know, when we were at the store the other day and we got the pumpkin carving kits for the kids.
Yeah.
So that reminded me of something else that I saw on the old Instagram when I was scrolling. Anyway, I seen a short where this lady, she took a pumpkin and she like barely scratched the pumpkin to where it's not the hard orange underneath. Now it's like that yellowy orange right there. So it didn't pierce all the way through. She scratched it in the shape that she wanted jack-o'-lantern to be. And then she put it inside and let her chickens carve the pumpkin, and it worked. Her chickens carved it exactly where she scratched it out. And then the chickens got a treat, and it was something fun, an activity for them to do. And then she had a jack-o'-lantern after. I was all, I wonder if this is real or sus. You know? Right. I was like, is it real? We could try it and find out. We
can see. I have a feeling that they're just going to go ham on it, but...
They might. See, she didn't like open up. Well, once they get inside, then they got, you know, once they get inside, then that's when I'm going to want to take it and get those seeds.
Well, you would want to get the seeds out before.
Maybe that's what she did. I don't know. I didn't.
You'd want to get the seeds out beforehand, so that way...
They don't get into them.
They don't get into them. Because you always cut the top and get the seeds out, and then you can roast them, and while you're roasting them, you're carving the pumpkin.
I guess I was just thinking, you know, you're probably right. She probably did do that, but I don't remember seeing that in the little short that was made and put out there. No. I just remember seeing the scratching on the pumpkin, and then the chickens going for it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we should try it.
Cool. We should try that.
I've seen people use like cabbage balls. You know, they take a cabbage and then they put like 2 eyelet holes through it, or at least one. They drill a little eyelet hole through it, and then they hang it up, and then the chickens peck at that, and it gives them like a little activity to do.
That'd be pretty cool.
I wouldn't mind hooking the chickens up with a little bit more cool stuff in there. I wanted to have some more obstacle courses and things.
I want to plant a fruit tree in there.
Yeah.
A certain fruit tree that will give them food, but it will also allow me to go in there and grab some food off of it, you know.
Well, what can chickens eat? What fruit is good for them?
Put it down in the comments.
Yeah, let us know. Yeah. Well, they're doing good though, man. Obviously, we still have some work to do over there. We've got work everywhere. We've got a lot of stuff coming up. I am starting to feel a little bit better, if you guys can't tell, but your old girl's still a pirate.
Arr.
Arr. It's okay though. Today is actually perfect for me because with some sunglasses and outside, man, the sun's not hurting me one bit. No. It's nice. I just wish it wasn't so wet and we'd get onto that block work, but with the weather how it is right now.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
We're going to get to it here soon.
Yeah.
Very, very soon.
Yeah.
And
we'll start on this blockwork pillars over here, and then Gary and I, we were actually talking about it today.
Yep.
We're like, we're going to start on the blockwork over here, and then we'll go over and do some of the stuff for the playhouse.
We got all those footings poured and done, and by the time that we're done with that, the block mortar and everything should be dried enough to where we can go back over there and start doing the concrete pour for those and fill the cores and make the top and everything for them.
Yeah.
So once that's done, we should be able to go over to the front side dig out those footings, pour those footings. When those are done, we should be able to go back over to the playhouse. It's a lot of hopscotching around.
Yeah, because we're going to be working on so many foundations at once.
Exactly.
You know?
And we want the concrete to cure a bit before we start messing with it and everything else like that. So
Yeah.
in doing this, it will give us time to allow the concrete to cure from here to there to here to there. And we should be able to get all the structure, or the bones wise, for the playhouse built.
Yeah, like
and
the platform.
the platform
you know?
wise and everything else like that, to where now we can start building the actual building from there.
And I was thinking that maybe we got to check availability with the local Fram Bam and see who's busy and who's not. But I was thinking Gary and I would get the platform done and just have the platform done, and then we'd, you know, put up the squirrel symbol and call the folks over at the Come On Dreamin' Landing, and, you know, them up the hill. Recruit just a couple, and see if maybe old Drew or somebody, I don't know. But then again, it also depends on my sickness, because I don't know how many folks I want to get around. But at the same time, I'm used to, I don't know, I'm used to their germs. I don't know. We're kind of throwing ideas around.
But at the same time, so it should work out to where once we get those bone structures done, we can come back over to this deck area, and that concrete should be cured enough to where we can start doing the bone structure for this decking.
Yes.
And everything.
Yes.
And once that's done, we should be able to go over to the front side, do that bone structure. Now we're at that point where we can start planking all at once.
Mm-hmm.
We can get a square foot dimensional aspects and figure out exactly how much we need of this and that, and yeah, it'll be a lot easier to go with
Excuse me.
having an actual floor spot that we're going off of.
Oh, for sure. And you know what? It's always easier for us to, like, I guess, pound through and get work done when we're working on, like, the repetitive motions, right?
No.
So, like, when we did the blocks, like, yeah, it was treacherous and it was agony and just block by block by block, but we got into, like, almost like a hypnotic rhythm with it.
Correct.
Where it was like each day, you know, we would just go and we'd just be able to boom, bust it out. And same thing with, you know, even when we were building the walls, right? We would get into, like, once we get our groove, we get, like I said, almost like that hypnotic rhythm with it. It's just boom, boom, boom.
Things start happening really quick and easily. So that's where
even doing the hopscotching, it sounds like it would be more chaotic that way, but it actually won't, because we'll be doing the same thing.
And that's partly why I want to do it, is because that's a lot of concrete. That's 3 different technical building aspects that we're having to pour footings for. Mm-hmm. So I'd rather just get all the concrete footings needing to be done, and then now we've got all the concrete slabs done. Even the garage is still sitting there waiting for me.
Yeah.
Saying, hey,
it's not going to be too long, babe.
No,
it's not going to be too long.
We got to cover that guy first before I start going crazy on that.
Yeah.
And getting that guy a roof. That's most likely going to happen before that. So it's happening.
I mean, it kind of needs to. We have to have that thing roofed in, obviously, by winter. We're going to have that happen. It will be roofed in before winter. And honestly, guys, as far as, like, when and timeline and stuff, would I love to be, you know, working on finishing the inside of the cabin this year? Absolutely. Is that going to happen? Most likely not. Just because there's so much to do, guys. There's so much to do.
A lot of it's going to be happening this winter.
Yes.
Which is going to be nice, because we're going to actually be able to work on the inside.
Right. This winter.
In the winter versus, you know, how it was last winter or the winters before, where it was like we had to try to build the block in the winter.
Well,
and it was like,
last winter wasn't so bad because we were inside the basement, but you are right. The year before that, it was pretty treacherous.
Terrible because we kept on having to fight the weather of trying to build the block. And we're like, come on.
As long as we can fight and win the weather before winter, and meaning having a roof on it and it being pretty good for us to just focus now on the inside, then I feel like we're going to be great. This winter's going to be great, and moving forward into the spring and so on and so forth, it's just going to be great from there on out. So we're at, like, kind of the final countdown and the final, I guess, terrible stretch of the pressure of gotta do it now. We're just about at the tail end of that. So that's a good feeling. That's a good feeling.
It is a really good feeling, and it makes me happy, because, like I said, as soon as that is done, just like how you said, and you corrected me, it was 100%. Last winter, I got a lot done in that basement.
Heck yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
I mean, both of us together on that was a freaking, like, dream team. And even when you were down, you know, it was
because
it
I
was
got
a lot
shingles
easier.
in October, and
Yep.
so pretty much the whole month of October I was useless.
Yeah, but
and then,
it was still doable for me, because I wasn't having to fight the weather the whole time.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm just looking forward to that. The second that that's all done and we don't have to worry about this weather, one way or the other,
easy
it's gonna be
street.
nice. But we have to get over this hurdle.
Yeah, almost there.
Almost there.
Almost there. Almost
But
there.
it's getting there. It's beautiful, beautiful day.
Day by day, friends. Day by day.
I wish it wasn't like this, but it's supposed to be like this all week.
I know, because I'm actually, if you can't tell, I'm feeling well enough. Like, I'm not feeling like I got a cold or anything anymore. Here, I'll take that from you for a minute, baby. He was trying to pass the baton. He's like dangling it in front of me, right in front of my hand where I'm walking and walking with my hand like this. He's all, I catch what you're throwing, babe. Squirrel, what was I saying? I just messed up my brain. Nobody remembers. Nobody remembers. Yeah, I'm feeling well enough to actually be outside, and with the weather the way that it is right now, overcasty and stuff, beautiful temperature. It's like gorgeous right now.
No.
Not hot or anything. I would totally love to be out here and be slinging some mud, but it might rain. It might rain, and I think I could use one more eye resting day.
I don't
want sand in it.
I personally think it's God's way of telling you to calm down and relax.
Then I better listen.
And, rest. Because it is supposed to be like this for the next little bit. And it's looking like Friday might be the best day.
Might be the best mudslinging day.
It's calling for rain on Friday, but out of what I'm looking at, that looks like the best promising day.
The best of the best of the best, sir.
Yeah, to where we might still have to pull out the tarp and cover us, but...
Well, we'll play it by ear. We'll see what's going on.
We ain't no novice against pulling out a tent and trying to finish up mud.
Yeah, no, we've done that a time or two. It wouldn't be our first rodeo.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, we could do that.
In fact, last time we did it was on the kickers.
It's true. We did it when we were doing the kickers. It was like pouring on us.
It was beautiful, and then all of a sudden it just torrential downpour out of nowhere. And we're like, save the mud!
Save it! And I put tarps over it. It worked. We saved it. It worked. They're here. They look good,
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see what we can get into the rest of this week. I'm very much excited for the future and what the next few things are going to be bringing us. I'm feeling very optimistic and very happy today.
No.
And I hope that we're able to spread some of that optimism and happiness to you guys, and hope that you guys are having an optimistic, happy day today.
Yes, it's been a good day. We need this rain, and we need this little bit of moisture and cool off and everything else. So
yeah,
it's definitely a benefit.
Yeah,
but it's definitely putting a dampener in certain things. But
literally.
All right.
It's okay. It's all right. We're going to get with it, friends. We have plenty of other things that we can do. In fact, I got to hop into the Matrix to finish polishing something for you guys that you guys are going to get today on Simple Life Reclaimed.
Yeah.
I'm just about done with it. I just got, like I said, a little bit of polishing left to do. And we already did a little bit of recording this morning, too, for something else that you're going to see later on in the week.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll tell you one thing, it's going to make these guys very happy, even though they're not using it right now and deciding to sit outside, which I knew they would do.
Yep.
There's your clue. We're going to run. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today for Real Talk with SLR. We'll be back with another episode here tomorrow.
Yeah.
So until then, friends, we love y'all, and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.